We're back. All right. Hopefully we get pushed into the ether now. Hopefully we get pushed out and YouTube will tell people we're here. And these people can come hang out and enjoy working on the boat. Because you know how fun work on the boats always is. You know, not my idea of a great time, but you got to do it to make everything work out right. So, hey, Northern, we're back. Welcome back. Hopefully, it pushes me back out into the ethers of YouTube now that we reset. I was kind of hoping to almost killed my freaking charger cord there. I went and grabbed my charger cord and plugged the phone in. Kind of hoping to get all this done today, So I'm gonna tilt the phone down a little bit so I can get the glare off of the screen so I can actually see what's going on. Hell yeah, run it up in the chat, y'all. Run it up. Like, subscribe, and share, please. Please, please, please. I'm never one to ask for likes, subscribes, and shares, but let's go. Let's get her done. I got goals, and I can't meet my goals without all of you. So that's the one thing about YouTube, man. Like, if I set a goal for myself to do something regular, like I set the goal that I want to catch the lake record bass at my home lake, man, I can achieve that on my own. My YouTube goals, viewer count, memberships, subscribers, all that bullshit. Can't do that without y'all. So hopefully we can hit the goals though. All right, let me get back to sanding this thing out. And we're almost done with the top. And then as you guys saw yesterday, the sides go quick. So we'll get it all sanded out. I'll flip it over, do the edges, and get it wrapped up and installed. The install is going to be a bitch because there's no room to get in there. I got to clean out all the shit down in the little pocket where this folds into anyway. So that's going to suck. All the dust and dirt and debris that's in there. All right, it's showing me the only person here is Northern. That's why I saw Hammy in here. I don't blame y'all for not wanting to hang out with this boring shit, though, to be honest with you. Well, I'm just standing a goddamn piece of metal. Oh, shows me Northern left too. All right, or maybe not. Oh, we're so close. Got a couple little golf ball sized spots up here that we got to finish up. Oh, you're here? Okay, yeah, it only shows me one person. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. All right, I'm almost done. The top is almost done. Got a little bit right there, and I think we're done. I got a little touch up over here. Then right there. All right, the top is officially ready. Oh my God. That's my fault. That is my fault. That is totally my fault. I thought I put it in there and I did not. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. You want me to bring it to you? I can bring it to you. I'll be there at like 3:45. I'll bring it to you if you want. Oh my God, I suck. I packed up Mrs. SoCal's lunch for her this morning for work, and I totally, completely forgot freaking ranch dressing. I'm a shitty husband, y'all. I should be fired. I should be fired for that. There's a point in driving all that way. You'll have it for your lunch. I cannot believe I forgot it. I thought I'd put what is it's in the same container as the pasta. The exact same kind of container. And I looked in there and I saw that pasta container, and my brain said dressing. Hey, heck yeah. Welcome, Grumpy, to the Titty Hype membership. Dog Tags and Tackle. Shout out, brother. Good to see you. Appreciate it. Heck yeah. Grumpy, you're our second Titty Hype member. Appreciate that. Hell yeah. Hey, Hillbilly. Living the dream, baby. We're living the dream. We're got the top of the deck lid for the box all sanded out. I just got to sand off the 4 little edges and do the wrap, do the EVA foam wrap, and put her all together, and we'll be good to go. You thought the same thing? Yeah. Okay. So we're on the same page. But yeah, I mean, there's 7-Eleven. There's all kinds of shit right there, so you can get your dressing if need be. I'm so sorry I forgot that. I'm gonna put a giant fucking sticky note on the fridge that reminds me to pack your dressing tomorrow. So hey, Simba, what's happening? Welcome in. I forgot Mrs. SoCal's freaking salad dressing for lunch, and I sent Mrs. SoCal to lunch or to work with salad for her lunch. So a salad with no dressing, just boring. So, but we're here working on the boat deck. On the this is the deck lid for one of the deck boxes on the boat. We are redoing the flooring on the boat. Oh, I know you wanted your veggies with the dip. I know. I'm so sorry. I'll bring it to you. I'll bring it to you. I'll jump in the truck and bring it on down. You know me, I'll do that. So yeah, guys, there's 6 of you. Let me bring you up to speed on what's going on. This right here is the deck lid cover for the deck boxes on the boat. We're sanding it down so we can finish the flooring on the bow of the boat. And once that's done, once the bow of the boat is done and deck lid's back on, we will be out fishing on the boat and actually making some good content for y'all. I know that it's probably pretty boring sitting here watching an old fat dude sand a deck lid, but at the same point, you guys will get to see all the boats come together as I do these lives. So I did the wrap on the other deck lid yesterday. I got once I get this wrapped up, then I got just a little like 2x2 section of the rest of the bow to finish up with the flooring, and she will be done and ready to be in the water. She's ready to go in the water now. It's just a matter of I don't want to go out there with these open holes in the deck. So, it'd be my fault or my luck that I'd stand up off of my fishing chair on the bow, put my foot in one of those holes, trip and fall because I put my foot into a hole, fall over the side of the boat and break my hip or my knee or both. So, but I figured I'd come on here, finish this up, hang out with all you on the live while I'm doing it, do a little membership drive since we finally got the memberships opened up. Duck Tags, you were number two on the TD level. Orp was Saving Private Orp jumped in yesterday and joined the TD level members. So, but first and second, you guys are the number 1 and 2 in the TD members. All right, let me get back to sanding this thing and get her done. But you guys, there is going to be different benefits for every membership level as well. The biggest benefit of the Kitty High levers, the Kitty High members, when I do giveaways, there will be giveaway prizes only for that membership level. So, and all the giveaways from here on out will be members only. And the reason I'm doing it members only on the giveaway is because I've noticed, not only in my giveaway, but many others as well, that you'll get people come in and jump into your channel only for the giveaway. You will never see them before or after a giveaway. I don't want to be doing giveaways that's going to reward people that have not been supporters of the channel. The reason I want to do giveaways is a thank you to all the people that do come in and do hang out on a regular basis. Not some people that randomly scroll through and enter. Now I know there will be people that don't want to join their membership, and other people that just can't, because of their financial situation. But I've already taken the credit that I know who's here and who's not. So there will be certain individuals that will be eligible for some of the giveaway prizes just based on their support for the membership or the channel. So, but I'll be doing members only lives. Some of my live streams will be members only in the chat. But I'm still going to, I'm not going to focus only on the members. My focus is I could not have opened up on my channel without all the people that are here on a regular basis. And membership or not, I'm still going to put out content for everybody. There will just be some perks that go along with membership. And once we get the Starlink all going, which it's going to be a little bit for that, but once we get the Starlink going, we're going to be doing some members only live streams with the Starlink out in some really beautiful areas. Those are the ones I'm looking forward to, because we'll be able to take you guys out and show you some stuff that most of America will never see. And I think Mrs. SoCal and I are already in agreement of the first place we want to do a live
with the Starlink, and we haven't even talked about it, but I know right when I say let's go here, he's going to say absolutely that's where we're going, and that's going to be a spot called Vista Malpai. It's a desert overlook that is just absolutely beautiful, and you don't get regular cell phone service out there, so we'll need the Starlink to go live out there. But I know she'll be in agreement with that one. But what I would like to do is on that one there, on the Vista Malpai, we call it Magpie, but I'd like to do the whole drive all the way through the desert to get to it on the live. That's such a beautiful drive. And it's so fun. There's so much cool stuff along the way, too. That'll be a long live stream, but it'll be definitely worth it. Because the places we're going to stop along the way are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I've already got the route planned out. Alright, I'm going to finish up this little area and this little bit of bullnose right here. I'm going to stop and hang out with you guys and chat a little more. I had planned on rushing through everything today, but Mrs. SoCal won't home from work until like 5 in the morning, so I know I got time to do all the other stuff in the house. All right, almost there. We finish this little bullnose area and we're good to go. All right. I'll get right up to here and then we're going to take a break. All right, it's break time. All right, break time. Break time. We got 85% of that side done, so hang out with you guys and chat for a minute, have a Coke and a smoke. Well, I don't drink Coke, but have a water and a smoke. And I want to get this thing done. I want this on the boat today. What I'm going to do is the other one, once I finished it, got the wrap and all that done on it, I took it out and just set it on the boat just to see how it's going to look. I still got to put the hinges on all that, on that one. But once I'm done with this one, I got the hinges right here for it. I'm going to bolt the hinges on, and then we'll go out there and put it on the boat. And actually, once it's on the boat, then I got like a 2x2 area that I got to finish on the bow. The bow will be done. So hopefully, what time is it? It's 2:52. So hopefully I can finish that in the next like 3 hours. I think I can. I think I can get the deck lids done in the next 3 hours and work on that little last bit of boat deck on the bow. And if that's the case, we're going to be golden. We will be golden. The part on the bow is going to suck because it's got the pedestal for the seat. So what I might have to do is lay it out there, measure it all out, cut a hole so I can go down around that pedestal, and then I'll take the section that I cut out to go around the pedestal base and use that and go on the base of the pedestal. That way I don't have a little zigzag step where the flooring won't stick right there. I'll stick it all in, I'll cut the hole in the one piece, and then use that cutout basically will be the size that I'm going to need for the pedestal base, and we'll plop that all down and be good to go. We will be good to go. So we got 7 of you guys in here. 6 thumbs up, appreciate it. We're looking freaking pretty good on these deck lids. So the other one that I did yesterday that I finished looks really good. I was really surprised at how good it looks. So, but we'll see how it all comes out when it's all done, because it's going to look a little different when it's complete. So hopefully completed, it's going to look freaking phenomenal. I'm thinking that the material I'm using, the colors, they actually really play off of each other. The black and gray here of the flooring that I'm using looks really good with the real pretty sparkly blue on the boat. So I just want to get the boat back in the water, guys, because as soon as I'm back in the water on the boat, then we can have some fun fishing. My fishing goal this year is I want to catch the lake record bass out of my home lake, which right now that lake record stands at 19.4 pounds. So that means I got to get a 19.5 to 20 pound bass to break that record. And I'm also going for the lake record catfish, carp, and crappie out of that lake. So we're on a lunker hunt this year. So hopefully we can hit it. That's one goal that only me and the fish can come together to achieve. But I'll tell you what, if I break that record in that home lake, there's a very, very, very big possibility that it'll be a state record as well. And if I end up making a state record out of that lake, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to keep my lake secret anymore. So once that lake record hits, and I have that lake record title under my belt, I'll start naming the home lake. So until I name that home lake, until I make that record, break that record, I'm not going to name the home lake, because I don't want 1 million people showing up there and fishing it, when as of right now I can go out and be the only boat on the water for the day. So we'll get that lake record, and then we'll fishing. There's one person that's figured it out, but that one person's very familiar with the area, so he figured it out, but he made the word that he won't tell anybody. Hey, Steel City, can't even talk. Steel City, welcome in. Good to see you, brother. Great to see you. So we're sanding out the last little bit. I just got the edges of the deck lid for the boat to finish up and get those wrapped and get them on the boat. And that way we can get out on the boat and get some fishes. So I figured I'd go live, do the membership drive, and do the boat lid, the deck box lids at the same time. And hell yeah, man, I am looking for that state record. And I've kind of added a new twist to my lake record hunt. I want that record to come off one of Crappie Man's baits, because I keep saying crappie. It's crappie, man. I want my lake record, which could very well be a state record, to come on one of Crappie Man jigs. Because not only will that be badass for me catching that state record, but it'll do worlds of wonders for him as well, because I'll tell you what, guys, if I get that lake record or that state record, which like very well my home lake record could very well be the state record, but when I catch it, I'm shameless. I will name every goddamn thing that I can see in that interview. it'll straight up be a freaking NASCAR winner circle interview, man. I'll be like, yep, I want to, I couldn't have done it without my Clear American raspberry, blue raspberry, and my Bic lighter here, and, my Connor hat, and, my Ford truck. I had to wake up and out of my Serta Perfect Sleeper mattress, and, my pillow, and, I had to eat them eggs for breakfast from freaking, whatever egg company it was, and had to drink my Walmart brand milk with my breakfast before I could go to the local mobile gas station and gas up my Ford truck, and had to buy that Redline 2-stroke oil for my boat, and then I drove down the freeway over here to this lake, and I tied my Crappie Man jig onto my Berkeley lightning rod with my Daiwa reel on here, and cast it out with my Power Post Pro Spectra line, and well, lo and behold, now we got a state record. Thinking of McDonald's for that drink I bought on the way up here. Couldn't have done it. That large coffee from McDonald's. That'll be my interview. So yeah, that Minn Kota, couldn't have done it without that Minn Kota, which I actually need a Minn Kota. I do not have a trolling motor on the boat anymore. But yeah, I would love to. Turner's a great dude, man. He's a great dude. Makes some awesome baits. I would love to be able to help promote him, and get his name out there in the record books for his bait catching the state record bass. Because California, we grow some big fish. We grow some monster bass. If you guys have ever seen the story of Dottie the bass, the only reason right now that Mac and Jed do not have the world record bass by catching Dottie is because she was foul hooked. If they got her on a jig, and it almost seems like as Jed went to set I believe it was Mac that caught her. As he went to set the hook, the jig, she spit the jig, and the hook freaking got her right outside the lip. I mean, like right outside the lip. So if that hook would have been, over to the right, Dottie would have been the world record bass, and she came out of a lake here in San Diego. We breed some monster bass out here in Southern California. Every lake that we have that you can go bass fish out here, you have a potential every time you throw a freaking bait in that lake, you have potential to catch a bass that weighs 13 pound plus. Whereas a lot of states, amateur reviews, I don't understand a word you just said, bro. We only speak English in here, and we only speak in full sentences. I don't understand a fucking thing you just said, but thanks for being here. Where was I at? Oh yeah, every lake in San Diego County, you have a potential. Every freaking cast you make, you have a potential for a 13 pound plus bass. It's not uncommon for guys that are fishing these bass tournaments out here to have a 10 to 12 pound bass during the tournament. Yeah, your record bass is like 10 pounds. A lot of places, man. I think it's Tennessee. There's like 11. California, ours is 21. So damn near double the size of some of these other states. I know Texas and Florida make some big bass, and they have a potential for a world record coming out of there. But I'm convinced that the world record bass is going to come out of one or two lakes here in San Diego. I think Lake Dixon out here in San Diego, 29 largemouth out there. See, that would be a world 20. Yeah, 20. Okay, yeah. 20-pound bass. So our state record is 21 and change. And the world record, which was caught by a guy in Georgia back in the 30s or 40s, I think it was. There's a lot of controversy about that bass being the world record because there's no official record of size and weight on that bass. But I really think that one stands right now at like 22 pounds for the world record. I really think that my home lake has a 23 to 25 pound bass in it. And that's just based on what I've seen, not only swimming around the lake, but during the spawn. No bass like that in Ontario. Yeah. But you guys got so many more fish up there in Ontario than we do. We don't have the walleye. We don't have the pike, ski. We have basically San Diego bass is, for freshwater. Largemouth bass is the main target here in San Diego. We have crappie. We have bluegill. A couple of our lakes stock trout. We don't have any natural trout lakes. Catfish, we got channel. And a couple lakes have some blue cat. But that's really it. Now, we do have an entire ocean filled with all kinds of different fish species, but nothing like the freshwater fishing a lot of other places do. I like pike, walleye, gar. They're on my bucket list because we don't have them here. I don't care if I catch a freaking, quarter-pound pike and a quarter-pound walleye. I just want to be able to catch one because we don't have them. That's like you guys that are, middle America where there is no saltwater fishing, don't have the chance to go out and catch a freaking tuna or a yellowtail or a sculpin or any of that, If you have that opportunity to go out there and do that, hell yeah, you're going to go do it, So tuna fishing actually spoiled me because even like a 10-pound bass to me, that's a big bass, but it's nothing like a 20-pound, 30-pound, 40-pound tuna. Yeah. The smallmouth don't get as big as the largemouth. I know that for sure. I've only caught, in my entire lifetime, I've only caught 2 smallmouth. And that's because we don't have them. And, they say they're in some of the lakes here. I've never seen anybody catch one. I've never seen a report where somebody caught one. But I went out to the desert canals out east and was bass fishing, caught a bass, and I didn't realize until I went to take the hook out of his mouth that it was a smallmouth. I didn't even know they were there. Lake Erie for the smallmouth record? I'm not sure. But I know that Clear Lake. Hey, Daniel, welcome in. Good to see you. We're doing the last deck lid box here for the boat, and then we're gonna do the wrap, and then we're gonna go throw it all together. YouTube is back to being stupid. Yeah, it's been doing weird shit for the last few days. But it's Clear Lake, I believe, has the state record bass so far. And that's kind of more up Northern California. And she stands at like 21 pounds and change. So I'm really hoping that once I get the boat back on the water, we're coming into that time of year where my home lake's going to start putting those little freaking small trout in there. And as we all know, those small trout, those are like fucking crack to a drug addict, for the bass. Once those small trout hit, those are going to be all over them. And I'll be out there throwing some, I got some spinner baits that were custom made by Crappy Man, some chatterbaits, some drop shot worms, all in a rainbow trout pattern, as well as some little 4-inch rainbow trout swimmers. Hey, Shannon, welcome in. So we're gonna be out there on a lunker hunt. Your biggest is 6.5? Yeah. Yeah. That's I mean, that's a nice bass. Don't get me wrong, 6.5 is a nice bass. But out here in Southern California, anything under 7 we consider small. So yeah, he popped in for a minute. I'm on my second live of the day. He popped in for a minute. I'm gonna do another little short once everything's done up on the bow and just kind of show. I think I have some more video, and then after, I'll do a short of the before and after once I get the EVA foam down here. I got this last deck lid box to do up on the bow. I mean, there's only 2 deck lids on the bow, but I got this last one to do, and doing it in this. I think you saw. I'm doing it in this black and gray, which really looks good with the glittery, sparkly blue on the boat. So, and I'm gonna have to. This one ain't gonna be. Oh, wait a minute. No, this little cutoff won't be big enough. But I'll use this cutoff somewhere else on the flooring. So I'm not gonna worry about doing the cabin and the whoa, who Grumpy with the freaking $4.99 super chat. Hell yeah! Shout out to Grumpy, you guys. Let's see. Hey, what's his face is here too. Right on. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for jumping in. Shannon's here. Daniel, who you guys might know, his channel is Beyond the Rod. If you guys haven't checked him out, you need to check him out. Shannon's here. Hell yeah, Shannon, welcome in. Oh, what's his face is here. Shannon and what's his face? You guys gonna be out with Cindy and Travis tonight fishing or no? Yeah, he's in the deer woods, I believe. I haven't seen Josie all day. Hopefully, little sister gets a deer today. No, you guys aren't gonna be out tonight. Okay, I know Cindy. I saw Cindy earlier. Actually, I saw Cindy in Beyond the Rod earlier while they were out on the boat. Which you guys, if you guys haven't checked him out, actually do me a favor, Daniel, if you're still in here, type in the word tuna into the chat and it'll drop your link to your channel. Everybody needs to go check him out as well. Him and the Left-Handed Anglers. Really cool channel. They're Left Hand is just kind of starting up. They're trying to get up to their 1,000 mark on their subs. I'm not sure where Daniel's at on his sub count, but they're getting up there as well. So go check them out, guys. Really cool channel. They got a beautiful setup on the boat for the 335. Okay, so he's give him some love, guys. Give him some love. There's 9 of you in here, 10 of you in here. Let's see if we can get them up to like 340 just from this chat. But they got a beautiful setup for the boat. Super wide freaking boat too. That's just like stable as all hell. So the fuck was that? Something just dripped on me. I think a bug just pooped on me. Nasty. I thought it was a raindrop for a minute and I looked up, there's not a cloud in the sky. Yeah, I saw that, Munchie. I saw you shot that doe. I didn't see it, but I've seen quite a few people mention he shot a doe. Hey, no worries, man. No worries. Thank you for jumping into the channel. I greatly appreciate it. It's every little bit helps, like every view helps, every shout out, everything. And we're all here with the same goal. Hang out, fish, meet some good people. And if I can shout out some channels that do it right, I'm going to shout out those channels that do it right. So that's the way to go, right? That's the way to be. I'll help everybody I can, unless it comes to into telling you where my home lake is. And all you guys know, I'll do live videos from my home lake all day long. I'll do them all day long from the home lake, but I will not tell you the name of that lake until I hit that freaking lake record bass. And now, because see, I can go out on my home lake. I guarantee you, 100%. If I were to go to my home lake right now, there's not a boat on the water. Um, there might be a couple people shore fishing it, but there's also like only 4 or 5 spots um, to shore fish that lake. So you really need a boat to shore fish or to fish that lake efficiently. But being the fact that I can go out there on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon and be the only boat on the lake most days, I don't want to tell people where I'm at, because I don't want to come back there next weekend and you know 300 guys are out there fishing for that lake record bass that I'm looking for. But they someone lost their record book. One of the volunteers that works that lake lost their record book for the lake. So the only lake record they have on file right now is for the bass. And the only reason that's on file is because you can Google the name of the lake and Google lake record bass and the name of that lake, and it pops up. So they're smashing I wish we had white bass. And what's funny? I've never targeted crappie in my life. I've never actually fished for crappie. And thank you to Turner from Crappie Man Jigs. I now have a shitload of Crappie Man jigs that I can go out and fish for crappie with. So I'm gonna target the lake record crappie, the lake record bass, the lake record catfish, and the lake record carp, because the only one of those records they have on file for that lake is the bass. So I figure, since they don't have anything on record, if I can go out there and get a nice slab of a crappie, that's going on the record book. If I can get a catfish 15 pounds or over, which really shouldn't be that hard for cat, because they say they have blue and channel in there. I've only caught channel out of there, but the amount of channel I've caught out of there tells me there's got to be some big old freaking water heifers in there. So if I can get anything over 15 on the cat and the carp, then those are going in the record books as well. Problem with that is, as everybody knows, it's like the old school Looney Tunes cartoon where dude's out in the middle of the lake fishing and not a soul around, and all of a sudden he looks up and there's a million boats. Well, that's going to happen to my lake once I hit those records and they hit the record book and get published. I won't be able to fish it anymore because everybody and their brother will be out there. Hey, is it Crystalline? I'm just going to call you Chris. Welcome in. Thanks for jumping in, guys. We got 12 people in, 10 people in, 17 thumbs up. Hell yeah. We had Grumpy came through with a super chat and a membership. Freaking awesome, Grumpy. Cannot thank you enough. Dog Tags and Tackle is what he's going by now. I still call him Grumpy because his channel name was originally Grumpy. Just Chris. Okay. Cool. Duly noted. But yeah, guys, freaking to all of my members that have joined up the membership in the last day since it's been live, greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciate all the super chats. And like I said, man, the memberships are going to be freaking, once they start getting to the point where it's we got enough to do anything with them, we're going to do some members only stuff. We are going to, there will be some members only fishing, There will be some members only Jeep tours out in the deserts of Southern California. There will be members only giveaways. And some of those giveaways, the members only giveaways, will be open to all members. And there will be, because we have 3 different membership levels right now, there will be prizes in the giveaways that are only open to, holy cow, Shannon. Shout out to Shannon for the freaking $5 super chat, you guys. Heck yeah. Thank you, Shannon. She's another one you guys need to go follow too. Shannon's hilarious. Shannon fishes a lot with Cindy and Travis, and she's comedy as well. So you guys need to check her out too. But like I was saying, some of the prizes and some of the giveaways will be member level specific. The members only lives will be pretty much places that hey, Cindy's here too. Woohoo. We got like the who's who of fishing in here, you guys. This is freaking awesome. Some of the members only lives we're going to do. The first one we're going to do for the members only live is going to be a Jeep tour that we're going to do. And we're basically going to go from one side of the desert to the other. And wait a minute. Oh, okay. I just looked up and saw the little super chat, and it was Shannon's. We're going to do a Jeep tour off-road from one end of the desert all the way across to the other end. We're going to start in a little town called Ocotillo. We're going to drive through past the Superstition off-road area into Ocotillo Wells, which is Ocotillo Wells State Park. What's it? State Wells off-road recreation area, whatever. Into the Anza Borrego Desert State Park. And with the Starlink, we'll be stopping and showing you guys some just amazing, beautiful spots out there. So that'll be cool. That'll be our first Starlink live. That'll be for members only. There's going to be, I set up a got her out of ride. Right on, Grumpy. Have fun. Grumpy's over at I think he's at Epcot today. Disney World, anyway. But yeah, that's going to be such a fun ride. I've done that one a few times. We've done it a few times in the Jeep, and I've done it on the dual sport bike quite a few times. And I'm getting old and fat, so I don't know if I want to do that live on because the last time I did that ride on the dual sport, we didn't do it the way I want to do it this time. We did it out and back. There's a little spot down in the desert that it's a little RV park that we're staying at on the weekends down there. And we would go from the RV park all the way across the desert into the Anza Borrego State Park and back. And it was like 140 something miles on the bike. And to me, that's a blast. But the older I get, that's getting tough to do. 140 miles on a point-to-point ride that's a long ride on a big, heavy bike. Because my dual sport bike weighs like 400 pounds, which is great when you're up and you're moving. It plows right through the desert. But when I got to go slow, it's a lot to freaking manage. So, but yeah, we're gonna be doing some really cool shit. I'm tossing around the idea, you guys, and somebody talk me out of this. Tell me what a freaking moron and idiot I am, of taking my boat and going out to the kelp beds off of San Diego and fishing the kelp beds on the boat. The boat itself is big enough. It's wide enough. but I don't have the freeboard. I only sit like 12, 14 inches off the water. So I got to on a glass calm day and hope and pray that the wind and the wind swells don't kick up while I'm out, because there's about a 90% chance that if the swells kick up while I'm out there in the kelp beds, they're going to come over the bow. And we all know that, taking a wave over the bow of your boat's not a good thing. But I'd love to be able to go out there and do some lives fishing the kelp beds, because we got the opportunity out there to get big halibut, yellowtail, some big lingcod, some big rockfish, some big calico and kelp bass. You can hook into sharks out there. There's all kinds of fishes swimming out there that we could hook into that I think would be a blast on a live stream. So I want to do that, but I'm like so sketchy about taking my boat out there. I know it can be done. My boat, even though it's only 74 inches wide, is extremely stable, but I need a little deeper hole to be comfortable. So my dumbass just might do it, though. My dumbass just might do it. Yeah, I know you're 100% right, Shannon. You're 100% right, and I know it'd be dumb of me to do it. I know on a glass calm day I could do it. Middle of July when the freaking wind waves aren't bad and the wind swells are low and not a lot of wind out there. I know I'd be fine. But I tend to push the envelope. I don't try to ride the edge of the envelope. I try to break the envelope. That's why I broke my freaking. That's why my shoulder's all screwed up because I pushed the envelope and the envelope broke and I ended up broke instead. So, but yeah, we're gonna be doing some really fun shit, you guys. Really fun shit. And I don't know if you guys have. I know a lot of you that know Mrs. SoCal know that she's hilarious, but her in the Jeep out in the desert is just straight up 100% pure comedy. She is very filtered when you guys see her on the channel here. She puts on her filter and she keeps it mellow, but out there in the desert, no filters, no fucks given. She has a blast out there driving the Jeep. We actually bought the Jeep specifically so she could go out there and follow me around in the desert when I was practicing and training for the desert races. And she's learned to really enjoy being out there driving the Jeep. And I'll tell you what, at first she was very, very, very timid behind the wheel of the Jeep in the desert. And now it's got to the point where like we'll be out there driving and I'm in the passenger seat, unfortunately. She doesn't like my driving. But we'll be cruising through the desert in the Jeep, and I'll have to look at her and be like, "Hey, slow down over there, Mario Andretti. We're in a Jeep in the desert. We're not on a freaking racetrack." But it's a blast. We'll when I'm out there on the bike and she's in the Jeep, I do a thing where like she'll be cruising along in the Jeep and I'll be on the bike, and the bike can go way faster through the desert than the Jeep can. So I'll do this thing where I haul ass out, ride a few miles up ahead of everybody and turn around and come back and catch up to them, meet up with them. And then I'll do it again. I'll haul ass out and, go wide open, full throttle for a few miles, turn around, come back. Just catch up to everybody, make sure everybody knows where everybody's at. And we have the radios, we have the communication systems going while we're out there. I got the headset going on in the helmet. She got the radio in the Jeep. But we'll be like, okay, we're going to meet you at, X location. And I'll be out there waiting for her. You'll hear her coming before you see her coming because you hear her out there rocking out some like Irish opera shit. she'll pull up. Last time it happened, I pulled up and parked next to another group of Jeeps that was hanging out by the bridge at the train tracks, and she comes freaking cruising on up in the Jeep, rocking out the opera music. And I wish I would have had my camera going to get the look on those dudes' faces that were hanging out right there. Because A, her Jeep looks like a little soccer mom vehicle. Does not look like it should be in the desert. And B, here comes, what looks like little Mrs. Soccer Mom on the way to soccer practice, rocking out the opera. That shit was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And she's just like, hey, everything's great. Everything's perfect. It's funny though. People like laugh at her Jeep, like, "Oh, you shouldn't be out here in that." And then an hour later, we'll come up on them on a trail somewhere, and they're stuck. And we just look at them like, "Hey, you guys want some help? You guys need help? No, we'll get it. We're fine. We'll get it." And we just keep on keeping on. And they're looking at us like, "How the fuck did that happen? You shouldn't be out here in that." Because it's not like your Jeep Wrangler or any of that. It's a freaking Cherokee Trailhawk. Which people look at it and they're like, "Oh, little soccer mom freaking man." But I'll tell you what, we've got that thing in some places that we shouldn't have got that thing into. So, all right, guys, I should send this thing off again real quick. I know once I start sanding, a bunch of you guys are going to leave because who wants to watch some old fat dude sand a freaking deck lid? But I want to get this thing done so I can move on to phase number 2 of getting it all put on the boat and getting that boat done so I can get out there and fish. Because with them getting ready to stock the trout, those big bass are going to be hanging out waiting for those trout. So I want to be able to get out there and get me on that record bass. Because I've learned where they stage and where they hang out waiting for those trout to hit that lake. So if I go out there and I throw some trout looking bait, big swim baits and the spinner baits and all that Crappy Man made for me, I'm going to rip that big lake record out of there. Yeah, see, right when I started sanding, a bunch left. But that's all good. We'll be here for a while. We'll be hanging out, doing this stuff. And once I get these 3 last corners sanded off, I'll be able to do the wrap. And once the wrap is done, we'll be able to put it all together. Yeah, everybody bailed right when I started sanding it out. Probably because the sander is annoying to listen to. We're almost done though, so once we're done, we'll go out there and put it all together. It's looking really good. What I've already done out there looks really good. All right. This one edge is almost done. I would say that edge is done. You hit this little top of the rail here, and that'll be complete. All right, we'll call that good. We'll call that good on that side. And then yeah, everybody left. There was like 12 in here, and I started sanding, and everybody bailed out. But I don't blame you. Watching some old fat dude sand a deck lid is not fun. But once this is done, we're gonna go out and we're gonna put it on the boat, and it's gonna look pretty sick. Oh, I can scrape this off easier than I can sand it off on the edge. That kind of works out. That's nice. This edge isn't really going to matter too much, but I'm not doing the full wrap all the way inside. So there's no reason to wrap the inside of the thing, right? So, but I would like to have this edge cleaned off because there is still some little carpet fibers. So, man, that's coming off quick and easy. Just where there's like little nicks and dings that the scraper gets caught up in, but that whole edge came off quick. Half the time it took to sand it, though. All right, guys. So we got what, 4 of you guys left hanging out watching. Appreciate it. Hopefully YouTube will tell more people we're here. I want to get those memberships up so we can do the first members giveaway. But we got to have members to do that with. So we've only had the memberships active for a couple days on the channel, and we got a handful so far. So, but I think once we get up to like 30, we're gonna do a members only giveaway, and then that'll be kind of cool. Resetting definitely worked. Yeah, it did. It did. YouTube stopped pushing out the other live, so we need them to push this one out no more than it was. I mean, it was pushing it out for a little bit, and then it started sanding, and hell yes, guys. Here, and one of them is Shannon, so she doesn't count. But I mean, you count, Shannon, but not for what I'm about to say. Go subscribe to Shannon, you guys, and she will be out fishing with Travis and Cindy tonight. So you guys need to be in there watching Shannon fish with Travis and Cindy. Shannon's comedy. She's comedy. And all of them together is just hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So go check out Shannon. Shannon, type tuna in the word tuna. Type it in the chat. And tuna in my channel is exactly like pineapple for Cindy. We do the same thing. Yeah, brought in a lot of new people. Resetting the live. But it needs to bring more, damn it. I'm greedy. I want a lot of people. Hey, old what's his face? Yeah. Old what's his face will be out there with him too, I'm assuming. He should be. But yeah, guys, if you type anybody that knows Cindy's channel, I have the same setup for Nightbot that Cindy does. Drop a link, just different commands. Hers is pineapple, mine is tuna. So I got all this. I don't know how well you guys can see it on camera, but all this like fuzz left over on the inside of the deck lid from the carpet. And I don't necessarily need to get it all out of there, but I want to get a bunch of it out that's going to be up towards the edge because I don't want to look at it when I have to open the deck box. So, but these box lids are looking really good. They're going to look really awesome once everything's done. And I think there's not a lot of glue that I got to scrape on the edges here. So I think if I can scrape off like the big globs, then I can just sand away most of the other stuff like pretty quick. So some of these bigger coming off nicely. It's just that one little like base layer of glue. And then I'll get these things wrapped. And oh yeah, Travis too. You guys go check out Travis. No BS catfishing. Travis is just straight up freaking comedy. Absolute pure comedy. I can't wait to be able to get out there and fish with you guys. Because we're definitely gonna take a trip out to Tennessee, and when we do, we're definitely getting in touch with Travis and Cindy and what's his face and Shannon, and we're gonna go. We're gonna fish because why not? I think it'll be fun. I think it'd be a great time. All right. Oh, that's freaking like nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, some of this is popping off easy. Some of it's not. What I should do is just light it on fire. Actually, let's light something on fire, guys. Let's light something on fire. Get rid of that carpet real quick, right? Come over here and grab my lighter fluid. Hopefully, Mrs. SoCal is not watching because she'll be mad at me for lighting fires. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let the stupidity begin. There we go. Hey, that's working. That's actually working. Let me do this. Let me let that puddle of stuff drip down. Okay. That actually worked out pretty well. There we go. Melt all that out of there, right? Yeah, hell yeah, Hammy. I'm surprised you, Hammy, I know you're subscribed to Cindy, right? Surprised you weren't already subscribed to Shannon. Ooh, this may work out well. The fire is melting. Okay. This is your carpet on fire, people. This is what happens when you light your floors in your house on fire if they're carpet. Take it from me, don't do it. It becomes like a sticky, plasticky film that just gets more fire going on it. But it helped. Lighting that on fire definitely helped get all that crap off of there. Oh, what a world of difference that made. Let me do that again, huh? Let's light some more shit on fire. Little lighter fluid there. Whoops, that was too much. That was probably too much. That's all right. If it gets too bad, I'll just throw it in the freaking grass and turn on the sprinkler and put out the fire. There we go. What kind of lighter fluid doesn't want to light on fire? There we go. I'm a freaking pyro. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Hey, it works though, right? Let's start from this end too. There we go. Yeah, look at that. It's melting all that glue out of there too. Come on, go that way. Hit the other little bit. Now we're gonna start it here too. There we go. All right. Hey, that works. What a freaking difference. I should have done that in the beginning. I should have done that with the actual carpet. My goodness. Okay. Go out now. It's all burned. Whoops. It doesn't want to go out now. I'll burn my face off over here. Hey, Saving Grace, welcome in. All right. It's like those damn birthday candles that don't go out. There we go. Look at that. Melted all the carpet fiber off there and loosened up some of the glue. Hell yeah. That's the way to go. Now I know for the next deck lid I got to do. Just get all pyro with it and light it on fire. That worked out well. All right. Sweet. That worked perfect. That was better than sanding it or peeling it or any of that. Light it on fire and let it go. All right, guys. So for those of you that don't know what we're up to here, let me catch you up to speed. This is the deck lid for one of the storage boxes on the bow of the boat. And we are scraping off all the old carpet and all the old carpet glue. And we're the deck lids and the deck itself with this stuff right here. This is the EVA foam. And I've already got, there's only 2 lids on the bow, or 2 storage boxes on the bow of the boat. I got the one lid already done. I got a big section of the bow already done and laid out with that stuff. I got to finish doing this deck lid. And then once this deck lid's done, there's a little section about 2x2 for my little fishing chair up on the bow of the boat. And I got to do that little section. But I can't do that section until I finish this because I don't know if the foam is going to be too thick if I wrap the whole area, because this I'm wrapping it down the edge, so it looks nice and good, and I won't have like a seam on the end. I'm going to wrap the full sides, and I don't know yet until I get the deck lids done and put back on if I can wrap that other area and have enough room between the thickness of the foam on the lid box or the box lid and the other little spot. So I got to get these in set in there so I know how much thickness I have, whether I can wrap that spot or if I have to just do a top layer and leave the little side channel open. So we'll see how it goes though. We're almost there. I've got 3 sides of this thing left to sand out. The top's already done, right? The top of the lid's done. The big long side is hot because it was just on fire, is done. I got a little touch up here and there, but I'm pretty sure that the glue back on the flooring will stick to those little spots. And then I just got the edges, the 3 edges left to do, and we can do the wrap on the EVA foam and get the freaking boat back on the water. So I could put the boat on the water right this second if I wanted to. I'm freaking titty deep in the flooring, and I don't want to go out there without the lids on the boxes, because it'd be my stupid luck that I'm standing up on the bow or sitting in the chair on the bow or whatever, and I catch a fish and I got to stand up and step in the hole from the deck box and break a hip and then fall off the boat and have my leg get caught up and break my knee in half or something too at the same time. So I'll get these put on. I'll get that last little bit of foam put on there on the deck, and it'll be game on. We'll be back to trying to catch lake monsters. I really, really, really want to get that freaking record bass out of my home lake. I really want that bass out of my lake. I mean, I don't want them out of there, but you know what I mean. I want that record bass from that lake, because as it stands right now, that lake record is 19.4 pounds. So to break that lake record is going to take a 20-pound bass, and the state record's only 21. So I want to shatter the lake record at my home lake, and I want to do it on something from Crappie Man, and I'm almost 100% sure that I have the bait to do it from Crappie Man Jigs, and I would love to be able to say that I caught a lake record on Crappie Man's bait, because not only will that put my name in the books for the lake record or the state record, but that'll be huge for him as well, because if I catch that state record on his bait, how many people are going to go run out and want to buy his baits? Everybody and their brother is going to be hitting them up, and that would be awesome. That would be freaking awesome. Pretty soon you'll be seeing Crappie Man Jigs and Bass Pro Shops, because that's what caught the lake record or the state record. And our state record is not that far off of the world record. So, and I'm convinced, honestly, from what I've seen in that lake, I'm convinced there's a world record bass in that lake. And I've seen some submarines go swimming by me out there while I was fishing, and seen some submarines out there during the spawn. So I wasn't smart enough at the time to know how to outsmart them and get them on a bait. But now that I am a little more skilled, I'll be able to trick him into biting a Crappie Man jig. So the chat freeze up, or oh, you know what? I gotta put on top messages. Let me go to all messages. Wait, what is that? What is this? Oh, that only shows that. Okay. Let me go back to that. Back to all messages. Okay, there we go. Now I can see all the messages. What's this stupid Q&A, add a Q&A sticker thing that keeps popping up? It's telling me to try it. I don't want to try. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. We're down to 3 people hanging out. Who's left in here? I'm assuming Northern and Hammy and somebody. Who we got left? All right, let me sand out this edge. I'm making some backyard here, but I don't care. I know the guy that's got to clean it up, so I'll bribe him. All right, let me go back to this for a minute. I'm boiling all this stuff out on myself. Oh, everybody left. All right. Oh, my sandpaper's almost dead again. How do you run into the stop sign in front of a goddamn casino? Was it the one in the parking lot or the one at the bottom of the hill? And were they drunkard and not or what? All right. Sandpaper's about to tear in half. It's got like that much holding it back on. Okay, so Mrs. SoCal, what kind of a moron runs into that stop sign? Oh, she's got her freaking, she's got me muted because she's at work. Is anybody here that can type into the chat for me and ask her what stop sign they hit? If it was at the bottom of the hill or up in the parking lot? Anyone? 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 We got 20 thumbs up, guys. Appreciate you. I reset an hour and a half ago. Are you kidding me? It's been that long and I haven't got shit done on this freaking deck lid. Wow. I suck. I'm like lagging over here. I should be making more progress than that. Oh, this might be easier to scrape than it would be to. Ah, there you go. Thanks, Amy. Oh, that's like nails on a chalkboard, though. But the sander's worse, I think. The sander's freaking loud. And I'm sure the sander's why everybody bailed out. Because that was loud and annoying. Oh, man. I feel bad. Like, I made a membership level just for her. And everybody's hit the other two, not hers. But that's all good. It is what it is. People will start hitting hers eventually. As soon as, I mean, it's only been, membership's only been live for like a day and a half now. So I kind of think that's a cool thing YouTube does, though, is the memberships. Because it does let you reward the people that support you the most on your channel. So I just wish I didn't have to do members only giveaways because of a few certain individuals. But there is people that like I've said a few times now, I know there's people in here that can't or won't do membership stuff. And believe me, guys, I've taken note of who's here and who's not. And there will be some exceptions in the giveaways for certain individuals that I know are here on a regular basis, because it's because of them that I've been able to get my channel up this far. So, I'm not going to exclude the people that have been here based on, whether they can or can't do a membership. But I don't want certain individuals coming into my channel for a giveaway only, and then you never see them again. Because what's that do for the channel? Nothing. It does absolutely nothing. It hurts the channel in the long run. And that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to build up a community here, not freaking hurt the community. If you're in a giveaway on a channel that you watch on a regular basis, you know who's there. You're watching, you're paying attention. And if all of a sudden you see Joe Blow that you've never seen in there before winning prizes and shit, you're going to get mad. Like, why the hell is this person winning a prize when this is the first time they've only been here and they'll never be here again? That ain't right. To me, that ain't right. Like, to me, that's kind of actually disrespectful, entering a giveaway on somebody's channel that you don't freaking participate in on a regular basis. Man, it's already 4 o'clock. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, you guys. I woke up with a headache, and food was the last thing on my menu, or on my mind. And got out here and started doing this, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm just going to go and go and go and go until I'm done. I should at some point go eat food. I'll do that in a little while here. I want to get this thing cleaned off so I can wrap it. I really want to get it cleaned off and get it all freaking done. Because the sooner I do, the sooner we can go fishing. I really want to get Mrs. SoCal out fishing on the boat. She doesn't like the boat. She gets motion sick very easy. I honestly think if I took her to one of these smaller lakes with less boat traffic on it, she'd do a lot better. Yeah, I'm so close, right? I got this edge. This edge is like 30%. I got these 3 edges to go before I can do the wrap on this. And once I do the wrap on it, then I can put it on the boat. And I'm not even going to go dry fit this one. I'm just going to put the hinges right on it so that when I take it out to the boat, I can just put it on. Because the other one, I got to put the hinges back on still. So, but I was smart this time, and I marked the hinges with direction and all of that. So it'll go pretty quick. I'm putting those on because I know exactly where they got to go. Yeah, look at that. Even scraping this shit is difficult. But if I can, there's some spots where there's just like big blobs. If I can get those big blobs kind of taken down a little bit, it'll go quicker on the rest. But it's almost like they just don't want to come off all of a sudden. That's what I need. I need fire. Not sure it's either that one or the one across the street. What a fucking idiot. You gotta be a dummy to hit a freaking stop sign. Like, obviously you were off of the road because the stop sign's not in the road, right? I'll bet you they were on their freaking phone and not paying attention. That area she's talking about right there is on a curve. So they're probably not paying attention and freaking blew the corner and hit the stop sign. It's somebody ran over the stop sign at the Indian Casino. Which, you gotta be a fucking moron to do that. Oh my goodness, come on. Get off of there. The scraper's helping a little bit, but not Not as much as I had hoped it would. Right. You can imagine the response when you hit that. Fucking moron. I hope it screwed up your radiator. I worry about that every time I drive out here, you guys, because we're so far out in the middle of nowhere. People don't think they're going to run into highway patrol. So they get out there and they think the free's a goddamn freaking sweet racetrack. And I mean, I'll admit it. I drive over the speed limit out there, but I've been doing 85, 90 in the truck, and I've had people fly by me like I was tied to a stump. So, freaking bee just flew into my hand. All right. Man, I can't believe we got $10 as super chats. That's fucking awesome. That's like so cool. Huge shout out to freaking Shannon and Grumpy. Huge shout out to those guys. That's so freaking cool. I never thought I'd make it that far on YouTube. Out here, no, we don't get very many DUIs at all because there's not really many highway patrol. But like in town, when you get down into like San Diego, yeah, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They do DUI checkpoints and all kinds of shit. And there'll be people coming in through those things pissed drunk through a freaking checkpoint. Oh my God. I don't even know why I'm doing this on the backside. I'm not sure about the backside. But yeah, we get quite a few people out here driving drunk. And that's another thing that scares the shit out of me because I ride a motorcycle. And the last thing I want is some dumb drunk asshole to freaking take me out when I'm on the bike. You know, that would not be a fun way to go because that's going to hurt. You're going to feel that one. I'm going to go out on the motorcycle. I want it to be freaking quick and painless, which it's not going to be if you're going out, you know, on a motorcycle, but I don't want to feel it. Personally, I'd rather just go to sleep one night and never wake up again. I don't want to get splattered onto somebody's freaking windshield like a bug, because that's going to hurt. Because unless it's a semi and it freaking completely annihilates you, you're going to feel it. And I don't want to feel that. I felt like what it feels like to crash a motorcycle in the desert. I've also crashed a motorcycle on the road. And I do not want to feel that again. It hurts. It's not a fun feeling. Oh, man. I need somewhere where I can put this thing down and burn it. I'm out of freaking gas for the propane. Or for the torch propane, but I don't have any for the torch. Because I could torch it and heat it up and scrape it off, but out of freaking torch gas. So yeah, exactly. Snap of the fingers, lights out. That's the way I want to go. That's how I want to go out. I don't want to feel it. Hey, Sebastian, welcome in. I don't want to feel it. You know, if I'm going to go out, I want to go out, you know, quick. But I have a feeling for me, I'm going to feel it. I'm going to feel it. It's like I've told Mrs. SoCal, you know, if like something happens and I'm in a coma, and he was just live the other day. He was up at Flathead, fishing Flathead. I don't know when he's planning on going back out. I know the weather up there has been garbage for him, and the only reason he fished Flathead was because it was the only place within a 200-mile radius of him that was fishable due to the weather. So I'm not sure. I am not sure. You need fishing streams? Well, I'm working on the boat so I can get back out there. Tell you what, check out Skipjack Cindy will be live tonight, as well as Shannon and what's his face? Travis will be out there from No BS Catfishing. Hey, Dorothy, welcome in. Thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate it. So yeah, there's fishing out there. There's fishing out there. Let's see. Beyond the Rod was in here a little while ago. He was out fishing this morning. Left-handed anglers were out fishing this morning. Chaos Goat's always out fishing. They're there. You just got to find them. You just got to find them. Normally, I'd be out fishing right now, but I'm working on the boat, so I can't actually get out and fish. Fish in the ocean? Yeah, I think this week we're gonna go fish the bay. I think I got to talk to Mrs. SoCal and see how she feels, because she's there. She's doing an extra shift every week this week or this month, covering for somebody. So she's working a full extra day, and she's working. Hey, welcome to the freaking membership. Thank you, Dorothy. Appreciate that. Woohoo. Big old thumbs up in the chat for Dorothy, you guys. But yeah, we'll be doing some ocean fishing. We'll be for sure doing some ocean fishing. I'm hoping that once the Starlink going on, I can actually get out on the water in the ocean in the boat and do some fishing that way. But my boat is just that much small enough that it's going to be sketchy to get this boat out into the ocean. It's a lake boat, not an ocean boat. So yeah, I have fish brain. Hey, Jeff, welcome in. Good to see you. I don't know what my fish brain thing is. I think it's probably SoCal Outdoors. If it's not that, it's going to be SoCal 619. I don't know if you can. I'm on Rod's fish brain, so if you go to his, I'm sure you can find mine through his. But I don't really post on there. I've noticed that Fishbrain, I've looked at it through a bunch of different areas, and I noticed that out here, people that post on Fishbrain are full of shit. So they don't tell you the proper information. They don't tell you anything. They actually try to mislead you more than anything. So I don't really post on it, but I am on there. I've used it. I basically use it to find different water bodies. I follow you. You go by the Stream Life. Nice. Yeah, I'm on there, but I have a couple of posts on there, but I haven't really posted a lot. And people out here, like, they'll tend to try to blur out the area and all this shit where they're at, and it's like, where they're catching some of these fish because there's only so many lakes, Basically, in San Diego, you got like a 1 in 7 chance of being right where they're at. So, but I don't like to post from my home lake on there because of the fact that I don't want people knowing where I'm fishing out here, because nobody fishes my home lake, and I'm chasing that lake record. And I've said it a bunch of times, I'll go out there on a Saturday afternoon and I'm the only boat on the water. I don't want to go out there and next Saturday there's 600 boats on the water. So I'm trying to keep my spot private and secret until I catch that record. But once I hit that record, once I catch that record, then there will be no keeping it private. So there will be no keeping that place private, because I'm going to blow that up. I'm going to blow the shit out of it, because right now, as it stands, the lake record there is a little over 19 pounds. And the state 21. So by breaking that lake record, there's a very, very high likelihood that I'll not only break the lake record, but the state record. Hey, Charles, welcome in. Not only will I break the lake record, but the state and possibly world record is going to come out of that lake. And if the world record comes out of there, then, I'm fucked. The entire world's going to know where it was caught. But if I break that lake record and it turns out to be a state or world record, I'm going to be shameless about it. I will be the guy out there that sounds like a freaking, sounds like you're in the winner circle in a NASCAR race, naming every single thing I saw that day. I'll be like, yep, I couldn't have done it without that cloud that was overhead. If that cloud wasn't in that right spot at that right time, I got to thank McDonald's, and, was wearing my BVDs this morning, and, I want to thank Flow Hose for the flip flops I was wearing. Crappie Man Jigs for giving me the bait that caught this world record. I want to thank the gas station where I got gas station coffee. So, but yeah, I'll be shameless about it like that. So, because everybody's gonna know anyway. So, might as well endorse everything and everybody, and see what'll come of it. Yeah, I have a couple of bass and a couple of cats on there, I believe. On the fish brain. I don't even know what it was. What was my fish brain? I don't even know what my fish brain was. Is it the SoCal Outdoors? Or is it the SoCal 619? I'm not even sure. Hey, speaking of fish brain, welcome in, Rod. How you doing, man? Good to see you. We got the top of the deck lid done and ready to go. We got 1.5 of the edges ready to go. And then we'll be doing the wrap. I'm using this stuff for the floor in the boat. So once I get this last deck lid done, then I can put it on, and SoCal Outdoors is my fish brand. Awesome. Thank you. I wasn't sure. Once I get this done and put on, then I can do that last little bit of the flooring up on the bow, and the bow will be done. So I'll be able to get the boat out in the water and fish. So no trolling motor, no electronics, but the best fish finder you can ever find is right here and right here. So I'm making progress. I'm almost there. Once I get this panel done, I got like a 2x2 section where the seat up on the bow goes, but I can't do that section until I get the deck lid on, because I don't know the spacing, how it's going to work out between the foam on the edge of the deck lid where it shuts, and if I can actually wrap that other section and the foam won't interfere with each other, or if I just got to do a flush mount on the top. So I'm not quite sure how it's going to work out yet, but once I get this one on there, or done and on there, then I'll be able to do that, and the bow is done. So it's just this deck lid and that one little section, and the bow is done. And then I got enough of this stuff to do the stern and the cockpit area of the boat. But there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deck lids on the stern. And what I've learned is they're a pain in the ass to get the freaking glue from the old carpet off. The old carpet just comes off nice and easy, but the glue is a pain in the ass to get off. So Wadsworth Pond has what looks like a new dock and looks deep. Oh, okay, that's up there in you guys' neck of the woods. I was gonna say Wadsworth, there's no ponds or any of that in my neck of the woods that have anything worth a while being done to them. Well, nothing but, lowering the water and letting it run out to the ocean. Man, I want to sand all this stuff off here, but the minute I hit the sander, everybody bails out, and I still need like close to 800 hours to get the full freaking everything going on the channel. I hit the first hourly requirement, but I still need to hit that second. So, but I need to get this thing done too at the same time, so it's like a double-edged sword. So I guess I'll sand out this little edge, and then God, the long side. The longest side is done. This other long side is gonna suck. The end pieces aren't so bad, but yeah, they use glue, man. Oh man, it's yeah. Problem is, I'm in California, and all of the actual good stripper and all that stuff is banned here. So, and to go get, I was thinking about going to get some lacquer thinner or something like that, but that's a half a day wasted going to the store to get it. It's the closest store for me to get it would be Home Depot, and Home Depot is an hour and 20-minute drive for me each way. So it would suck. It would take up, I'm looking at 4 hours there and back, basically 4.5 with the time I'm going to spend in the store. So, because there's nothing out here, and all the good stuff, they don't sell here. I can't even buy like turpentine out here. I'd have to get the only like good stripper stuff that I can get out here is like a gel, and it's yeah. And see, that's the problem too. Is like a lot of this stuff that I need to order, they won't ship to California. Stupid state laws. So I do order a bunch of shit online, but a bunch of the shit that I need, I can't get shipped out here. We can't buy oil-based paint. I wanted to do all the baseboards and doors and stuff in my house with oil-based paint, and I'd have to go to Arizona to buy the paint because California, they don't allow it. So, and I hate driving too, because everywhere I go, like if I go west to San Diego, then I got to deal with all the traffic, all the stupid people, all the holier than thou Karens, or I go east, but either way, I got to go down the mountain and then back up the mountain. And it sucks the gas out of my truck going back up the mountain because it's like 14 miles up the mountain to go, I mean, I can coast all the way down doing 80 and, not use gas, but coming up just sucks. So plus, once I get down to the bottom of the mountain, it's another 45 minutes to an hour just to get freaking to the store. Exactly. Bail's expensive. But all over the Ortegas, yeah. Yeah. When are you fishing again? Now you got to buy a battery for the a house battery for the boat, which sucks. You're probably like 2 days out of warranty on the other battery. That's how my luck goes. Like the day after the freaking warranty's over on something is when it breaks. And then they tell me like, "Oh, screw you, man. Sorry it broke on a Sunday when we weren't open, but today's Monday and your warranty expired yesterday. Keep an eye on it. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. You guys are getting snow and wind and rain and all that shit out there, so. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks. And those Optima, is that the Optima that you had? I know guy I used to know was putting the Optima batteries in his Jeep and he couldn't figure out why they kept dying. But he wouldn't go get the warranty. He'd just go buy a new one. Oh, cool. The battery. Oh, yeah. Because some of those battery chargers do have like a rebuild type thing in it. Yeah, the blue top. Yeah. They're like $300, $350. Hopefully the charger will do the repair. 325, yeah. Yeah, they're not cheap. They are not cheap. But at the same point in the boat, you want a reliable battery that's, gonna be there when you need it. I actually have my battery hold downs actually showed up for the boat. So I need to put those in too and get the because right now my battery's just sitting there. It's not in a battery box or anything, so they move around a little bit. So I need to put the hold downs in there and get the batteries in the box. Yeah, Optima went to Mexico, I believe. A lot of places went to Mexico. So, but it is what it is. Hopefully they'll come back here in the next 4 years. Yeah, hopefully so depending on the charger, I know some of the chargers say they do the battery repair. And I'm sure it's just the way they send the charge to the battery. Hopefully yours does it properly. Hey, Josie, did you miss anything? You missed everything, Josie. You missed fucking everything or nothing. You're shopping with your mom all day? That sucks. You're the first woman I've ever seen that said they hate shopping. Oh, okay, yeah, that should do it. That charger should do it. Hopefully. I know that the battery on my dual sport bike right now, um I think I need a new one because like for shit 7, 8 months. And because it was hard for me to get out and ride with the old people here, it's with the old people here, it was really difficult to be comfortable leaving them home alone because they're even though they're in their 60s and 70s, they're you know about the mental capacity of a toddler. So I was afraid of like them letting the dogs out and getting the dog getting run over or burning down the house. But I didn't ride that bike for a long time, and it's been sitting in the garage. And I went to start it the other night, and the battery was completely dead. So I hooked it up to, and it started and ran for a little while, but the battery was not holding a charge. So, oh, nice. It should okay, yeah. Wait, just gonna order the other. Yeah, yeah. I don't blame you. Hopefully it'll do the repair charge on it. Oh, you guys, I hate being in stores. I hate it. I feel like I'm gonna catch a case every time I go into a store because I'm gonna freaking knock somebody out. Especially like if I have to go into San Diego, going this way, going east. down into the desert, it's not so bad because pretty much nobody speaks English down there. So I don't hear. I mean, I hear them talking shit, but I don't understand them talking shit. But going into San Diego, man, everybody's better than everybody else. Everybody's entitled to, me first kind of shit, So I don't. I avoid the stores in San Diego. Man, I've been sitting out here for like 2 hours ago. I've been out here for like 4.5 hours, and I haven't got shit done. So I hate to blow you guys' ears out, but I'm gonna sand this one edge and get it done real quick. I gotta change my paper again. Damn it! This thing is eating sandpaper. Look at that. It's all freaking done already. No shit. Hell yeah, man. I've been telling you for a while, you got to make a rod bot. Hell yeah. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Are you going to do it like similar to Nightbot and just have your own custom commands and stuff? That would be freaking awesome. I'd use RodBot over Nightbot in a heartbeat. Huh. Josie, how did I know you'd hate to be fancy? How did I know? Hey, that's cool though. I mean, as long as it's not going to be like you just make it overnight, So as long as you get it built and that's cool though. I would freaking be lost even trying to figure out how to start building something like that. Well, hell, you saw me with Nightbot. Nightbot's like a supposedly plug and play, and I couldn't even freaking put the plug in the right spot. All right. Yeah, exactly, Josie. Do we get to see Josie all fucking gussied up or what? Come on. See, that's awesome, Rod. That's fucking awesome. Because there's people out there like me that couldn't even get the freaking pre-programmed commands to work. All right, guys, we're gonna make some noise for a minute. All right, we should be back. Audio should be back. Are we good? Are we back? Yes? No? We're back? Okay. Yeah, the mic died on me. The mic died. I was over here standing talking to myself. I didn't realize the mic died. No, what I was saying was this end went quick. Like no time. Whereas the rest of it's been freaking crazy. The rest was taking me all day. But almost there. I got a couple little touch-ups on this long end. Got a little bit of touch-up right here. But then I still got this end and this end. So this end I'm going to try to... I chipped off a bunch of the thicker stuff, and it seemed on that other end to go quicker that way. So and if that'll work on this side too. I don't want to hit it too much because I don't want to gouge up the metal. Not like it'll matter because it'll all be hidden by the flooring anyway, but you know, I don't want to fuck it up too bad. But it seems like if I can get these big old globs to come off, we'll be better off on the sander. So I should just freaking get off my ass and drive over to Arizona and get some freaking glue remover. It'd probably be quicker. I could probably get to Arizona and back quicker, and I can sand all this. And it's only an hour and 40 minutes to Arizona. It's only 25 minutes past the grocery store. So it might be actually quicker, but I got a tire on my truck right now that's not too happy, so I don't want to chance it and drive the truck over there with that tire. All right. And the Jeep's down and out right now too, because we forgot to register it. So, which kind of worked out good because we used the non-registration on the Jeep to people feel guilty. You can see that? I'm like Dirty Dan over here. Freaking dust flying off me. I've tried everything, man. I've tried everything on the glue. It's just like, I tried everything. The best thing I found so far was the torch. It was heating it up and melting it off, but I ran out of freaking MAPP gas for the torch. I thought I had a full canister, but apparently it was empty. So that'll have to go on the list the next time I go into town to get some MAPP gas, because you know, if I need it, I'm gonna need it. You know, if I got to do something with plumbing or something like that. Oh, you're still at the store? I thought you were already done. I actually thought you were out deer hunting this morning. A couple people were asking where you were at, and I figured that we haven't seen you, so you were out hunting. Which I never made it out to the deer woods today. I woke up with a headache and took some freaking a leave and went back to bed. But I figured too, like, today's opening day, and I kind of didn't want to be out there with all the jack wagons that are going to be out there on opening day, because, you know, stupidity shows up to the deer woods on opening day. Good God, man. This shit's taking forever. Oh, whatever. It'll get done. It'll get done. And Mrs. SoCal's at work until 3 a.m. So I know that even if I'm out here all night doing this, I can still get my chores done before she gets home. Because, you know, I'll have time. So I don't like it. You know, there's a difference between like a messy house and a dirty house, you know. I don't like dirty and I don't like messy, but I don't want her to come home to like a sink full of dishes and all that shit, you know. So I got to make sure, you know, house is clean for when she gets home. All right, this is almost there on this big old glob. So if I can get these globs off, it seems like those are what's really holding everything else up on the sandpaper. So if I can get the big globs off of there, it should sand off pretty quick. And these just don't want to scrape off. I wonder if changing the direction of the scrape. Nope. Hi, yeah. Yeah, gasoline would probably, it didn't work. I tried a little bit, but that's like pouring liquid gold on it out here. Closest gas station to me to go get more gas is $6.99 a gallon. For that price, I could go freaking get some actual glue stripper from the Home Depot. Oh man, we got 26 thumbs up, you guys. And well, we've been live for 2 hours, but we've also got freaking our newest member, Dorothy. Thank you, appreciate you. We've got a couple of super chats already. We got freaking Hammy and Josie joined up the memberships. Like Josie and Hammy were the first two to do the memberships, which shout out to you guys. Orp and Grumpy did the titty high memberships. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Once we get enough members in the channel, we're going to do the members only giveaways. So that'll be cool. So it's a grind, but we'll get there and we'll make it happen. All right, I'm going to stay on this edge. So it's going to get loud for a minute. Taking those big globs off absolutely helps. Yeah, man, gas prices here are ridiculous. Gas is only going to go up. 2 of our biggest oil refineries out here are closing up and leaving. So they're saying that by next year, we'll be paying $8 to $10 a gallon. And that's a lot of money. Almost done, sir. Oh, damn it. I'm going through sandpaper like crazy. So, yeah, there's, gas is ridiculous, man. Two of the biggest oil refineries we have in California are leaving California. And they're saying that when they're both gone, gas will be up over almost $10 a gallon here. Which, if gas is $10 a gallon, that means it'll cost me over $300 to fill my truck. $300 to fill my truck. That's ridiculous. All right, I'm on my second sheet of sandpaper on this thing, which I went through 2 sheets on the other one yesterday too, so I kind of expected it. But I couldn't find, I wanted to use 50 or 60 grit, which would have made short work of this, but I couldn't find any at the store. They didn't have any. So I got what they had, which was 80. But yeah, so my boat has a 30-gallon gas tank. So it would be, if I wanted to fill my truck and my boat, it would be $600 to fill up both gas tanks to go fishing. And that's all because our state is so unfriendly to businesses that all the gas companies are leaving. You know, the state came out and told all the gas companies that, you know, as of 2035, you're not going to fucking be here anyway. You know, we're going to kick you all out. We're not going to allow gas-powered vehicles in California after 2025 or 2035, which I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that the federal government came in and squashed that whole idea. But the fact that they're trying to do that, it's gonna hurt people bad. You know, it's gonna hurt people when you can't afford. When you got to make a choice between putting gas in your car or food on your table for your kids, what are you gonna do? You need the gas in the car to go to work to make the money to buy the food, but you can't freaking put gas in the car because you can't afford the freaking gas price, you know? So you can't go to work because you can't get there. Like, you know, they want everybody to use public transportation and all that, but like where I'm at, we have a bus that comes out here 1 day a week. Yeah, the existing ones would be grandfathered in. Yeah, but they don't want it. They won't. Anything new won't be allowed to be sold here. So, you know, that guy that's been saving up fucking 10 years to be able to replace his 1981 Honda Accord is going to have to replace it with $100,000 electric freaking vehicle. You know, that ain't right. That ain't right. I can't work on an electric car. I can work on my car and my truck, but I can't work on an electric car. So, you know, I can't fix it if something breaks. And the mechanics are going to be, you know, outrageously expensive. And that is why I hate this sander. Trying to flip the lever, I freaking sanded my... Trying to get the sandpaper on there straight. And yeah, I can't wait to get out of this state, you guys. Problem is, when I do, what do I change my YouTube handle to? Have that by 2030, but it's been taken off the table. Yeah, because it's not feasible. So it's funny, but the day he said, their governor came out on TV and said that, they're banning all gas-powered cars by 2035, right? I forget what day of the week that was, but say it was Monday, he came out and said that, no more gas-powered cars. And then Tuesday morning comes back on the news and tells everybody that already owns an electric vehicle not to charge them because we're having a heat wave and the power grid cannot handle the extra freaking power it's going to take to charge your electric car. So it's like, dude, you're an idiot. Yeah, I mean, and I'm all for moving towards, modern options and all that. But look at like the Tesla batteries, for example. And problems where when it gets too cold, the Tesla batteries don't work. And then, when they do need to go out, it's cheaper to buy a new car than it is to replace the battery. So, I like my old freaking carbureted gas-powered truck. At least I can work on that. I don't want to have to take my car to the mechanic for every single little thing when I could diagnose it myself, go out in the garage and fix the truck, And hell, I was watching, I forget what YouTube channel it was, but it's a maintenance shop, an auto repair place, talking about they can't even work on some of these new cars anymore because some of the programming and computer codes and all that are required for some of these vehicles, you have to pay the factory so much money to get the cheat codes that it's not worth it. Come on. See, these big globs are what's been holding me back. If I can get the big globs off of here, everything else is sanding out pretty quick and easy. That big old glob started coming off pretty well. Yeah, the electric technology, it's got a long way to go. It's got a long way to go. A long way. I watched a thing where they took the electric Ford F-150 and on a full charge, they charged it up, full charge, and tried to pull a trailer. And they did the side-by-side comparison with the gas F-150. And the electric truck went like 98 miles before it was out of battery, whereas the gas truck went like 400 and something. So then you got to stop and you got to recharge your truck. So a road trip, like for me, for example, if I was to drive from here to Rod's place, it's like a 18, 20-hour drive, right? In a Tesla, that would take me like 3 days. So I got to keep stopping and freaking charging the battery. God, that's like nails on a chalkboard. I think this is like the biggest glob still right here in the middle. Almost there. Yeah, you're right. They spend billions to freaking subsidize so we can get fucked. I know a few guys hate those Ford Lightnings. They bought them all freaking thinking they were going to be great, and then they hate them after they bought them. Wow, that makes such a difference scraping that off. Yeah, you're right. A lot of people do have a shorter commute, but like us, Mrs. SoCal drives 150 miles a day for go to work and back. I could see it working great for somebody that only has a short commute or doesn't drive a lot, but for me, it's not even feasible. Oh, this train's going way quicker than the other one did. I'm almost there on this one. Wow, this guy's like almost done already. It's just those areas that were thick. I'm almost done, guys, almost done. And then I'll be able to wash it off and wrap it. Holy cow, that one went quicker. A little bit of the edge and I'm good. All right. We're good. Sorry, guys. I know that was loud and annoying and shit, but that's it. That's all the sanding that needed to be done. So I can actually, I got to go wrap it because it's full of dust and dirt and shit, but I got to go wash it off and then wash it, dry it, and wrap it. Did my chat freeze? No, my chat didn't freeze. See, I'm waiting for the day when they come out with like solar for your vehicle, you know? Where I could drive from here to fucking New York nonstop. That would be badass. That, if they could do that and have the towing capacity and all that, I'd buy one in a heartbeat. I'd pay the little extra bit of money because you're not going to have to buy gas anymore. We did a thing out here where most of our money for our road repairs and all that comes from the tax on the gasoline. And once the Teslas and all those started hitting the market, it's huge, and they weren't buying gasoline, they weren't getting that tax. You know? So they decided now that what they want to try in California is charging you between 4 and 6 cents for every single mile that you drive. So in Mississauga, I drive 150 miles a day. So that's like what, $7-8 a day just to go to work, plus the gas. And they're not going to get rid of the tax on the gas. They're actually going to increase the gas tax. So, and the way they want to collect the money for that, you do your registration on your vehicle every year. They're going to go by how many miles you drove and charge you per mile. So, for example, like our Jeep is $600 to register every year. So if I were to take that Jeep and do a trip cross country, you know, California to New York and back, I'm paying 6 cents a mile for everywhere from here to New York and back. That's costing me, it's what, 3,000 miles, you know? So $400 to $600 extra for that road trip. And then they're going to tack that onto my registration fee. So when I go to register my car, I'm going to be paying $2,000 every year. Plus, I'm still paying for the tax on the gasoline. That, to me, is freaking one of the dumbest ideas I've ever heard. Yeah, I agree with Hammy. I don't have a problem with the electric vehicles. I just don't think that they should be forced on to everybody. Now, if the technology was there and the infrastructure was there, I'd be all for it. But meant to run off peanut oil, yes. Diesel, yes. You still can. You can still run your diesel off, which biodiesel. A lot of people have deals with restaurants where they go get all their freaking old cooking oil and turn it into biodiesel and fill up their diesel truck. So I like, if you're ever driving down the road and you know come up behind a truck and it smells like French fries, they're running the biodiesel. All right, let me go throw this thing and rinse it off real quick, and then we can do the wrap. We can wrap her on up. My poor grass. I haven't been taking care of it lately. And grass, weed and feed and water or reseed it. I mean, get some grass food and lawn and garden food or whatever it's called. Make the grass happy and then reseed all the areas that died out on me. All right. And there's a few little spots here and there that didn't get completely sanded down to bare metal, but they'll be all right because they're enough that the new glue will stick. All right. Well, I got this on. Let me go throw this over here in the tomatoes. Give them some water because they haven't been watered in a little bit. Now, I'll let this thing dry a little bit, air dry a little bit over here, and then I'll come wipe it down. There's a couple little spots, but the glue is going to absolutely stick to that. All right. Ouch. Walking around with no shoes on, I just stepped on a freaking goat head. All right, guys. Fucked up my table got from the weather. This is all from the freaking water seeping into it when it rained. No money in peanut oil. You're absolutely right. Hey, Zara. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, guys. That deck lid is sanded and ready for decking. So what I need to do is I'm gonna let it air dryer for a minute, and then I'll go get something to dry it completely off. Make sure it's completely dry, and then we're gonna wrap it. So before I wrap it, I want to. Where did I put my broom head? Mrs. SoCal's going to be pissed because I took her broom apart to be able to use it as a hand broom. But it just screws in and on and off, so we'll be fine. All right. Never-ending freaking dust over here now. That should be good enough. All right. I need 2 sheets of this stuff. And we'll wrap that thing and put the hinges back in it, and I'll go put it in the boat, and then I can finish up that. I'm going to run out of light. I can finish up that last little section, which I'll probably end up having to do at some point tomorrow now because I'm going to run out of light. I could set up lights out there. I mean, why not, right? Why not? So we still got 6 people watching. Appreciate you guys. I'm over here freaking filthy dirty. The shirt was seen a couple hours ago. And now I'm just freaking covered in shit, but whatever it is, what it is, right? I got like stuff on my nose. Looks like I was doing coke. But this is done. I mean, for the most part, the hard part of it's done. Now comes the easy part. So I just got to wrap it, and it'll be golden. Then we'll go throw it on the boat. So I'm going to run out there. I got the all the material on the boat. So let me run out there real quick and grab that. And then I'll grab one of the old dog towels that we have and dry that thing off, and we'll wrap her. All right. So that took two pieces of the other deck lid. So this one will take 2 as well. And I'm going to make sure which way that pattern goes. so the diamonds go vertical. Oh, look at that. How perfect is that? This box is empty. Might as well, since I'm right here, throw the box away. All right. Two, and then this one, this piece will fit. Oh, that piece will fit there. Perfect. Absolutely perfection. Absolute perfection. All right. So I got the deck foam. I just gotta grab one of the towels that we use for drying off the dogs, and we'll wrap this thing up. We'll be right back out there, guys. Give me just a second here. We got all right, this towel will work. All right. All right. Here we go. Here's our two sheets of flooring. All ready to go to dry that all the way off. So let me go grab it and let's get this thing done. I'll move the sprinkler over to this other plant real quick, over to this other tomato while I'm over here. Give it some water. This thing's actually 80% dry, so I just got a little bit I got to dry off, and we'll be golden. We will be golden. So this metal dried up pretty quick. All right. Looks like we're about ready. We are about ready. I can actually wrap it and it'll work. All right. So this has got to go this direction. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, that'll be plenty. Okay. Now, I got to make sure that, I guess if I do it this way, things will line up and look all right. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So that one has to go, they have to go a certain direction to line up properly. So, yesterday, I did this to where I wrapped it and cut it and all that. And today I'm just gonna, I think I might do the same way, because it's hard to get it straight because this thing's at an angle anyway. So I'm almost wondering if it's better to start where it is and just peel off the backing, fold it over. Oh shit, I'm pot committed now. I started peeling it. So I want to try to get it on there as well, you know. All right, that's enough of that peeled off. So, yeah, that's enough of it peeled off. Oh, don't stick there yet. All right. It's on there, so I'm pot committed now. All right. So now Where'd my little blade go? I just had the darn thing right here. There it is. That's why I hate that stupid sander. Okay, so I'll wrap this side first. Get that side wrapped down first so that I can fold this over and set it up on this side to do the wrap around the other side. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it. I'm going to flip it up on the end. I'm going to wrap it. I'm going to get this side all stuck down and on there all the way. Uh-oh. It's there. What's the problem there? Oh, that was a friggin' mess I just made. Come on. There it goes. All right. There it is. That didn't wrap properly right here on this edge. There we go. All right, so that's all on there, right? That's all nice and tight. So I'll flip it and trim it. And thankfully, I'm able to trim it nice and easy because of my little cutter here. And I got a nice straight line. I can just drag this down the edge of that and cut a nice straight line. There we go. Okay. I'll cut this. How did I do the other one? I know how I did it. This came off at an angle. Okay. Did I just go too much? No. Okay. Let me get that off of there and out of the way. Okay. There's that side. Come over here and do this side. I'll flip it so I can see what I'm doing. And then run it up right here. All right. There we go. There's that. Okay. So now that's stuck all the way around. Okay, perfect. Now this end is the one that kind of sucks because, well, both ends, but because I need to fold it to where it wraps, but I can still get a niner as well. There we go. Get that folded on there. Okay. So I'll kind of cut it right here. That might have been too much, damn it. Let me cut all my excess off. Okay. Okay, now I know what I can do with this. Okay, I'll do that. And then, okay. might have screwed up a little bit here. But we'll see. We'll see. This is all down inside the thing anyway, so it won't matter too much on the end. Okay, so there's that. Let me continue this cutout straight. There we go. Now, if I come up like here, that should give me a good corner seam to where I can cut this down, get that piece out of there, fold this piece over. There we go. And then make a cut right here. All right, that actually doesn't look too bad there. So now I need to do the same thing here and make this cut right here. Fold my seam over, fold my seam over, squish them all together. And let's flip it over, see how it looks. That don't look half bad, right? That ain't half bad. Hey, Josie, welcome back. Sorry, guys, I missed chat while I was doing that. But we're almost there. We're almost there. So now I just need to take this one. That one's going to fit just like that. I'm going to do this end the exact same way I did the other end. I'm going to pull the backing off of here. You're not going to come off in one sheet, are you? You jerky. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Why does it always do that? Never wants to cooperate. He always has some of the sticker back. Never want to come off of there. And you got to get it all off, because if you don't, that section won't stick. And all it takes is one little section not to stick, and then the whole freaking thing starts peeling up. All right. All right, all right, all right. Sorry, guys, I'm falling behind in chat here. But give me a second. Let me get this piece on, and I'll catch back up. I'm just going to pull all the sticky back off of this one. I might be screwing myself by doing that, but who knows? It's not like I'm going to be able to salvage any of these little cutoff pieces anyway, so. Okay. Point of no return. Okay, so come up here, wrap this end. Okay, that seam's going to kind of look like shit on the corner, but it's at an angle, so there's not much I can do about it. Get it nice and fold it over here so it's nice and flat. All right. Same thing on this end. Oh, and that seam came together good. Okay. Now, I'll make this. See where my. Okay, that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to cut the side pieces to be able to do the end fold. I really need to go get a real razor knife for this, but I'm already this far. I'll leave that corner long. Cut that out of there. Boom. Again, leave that long. Get that out of my way. This little corner right here doesn't want to stick. The rest of it's stuck. This one little section doesn't want to stick. So let me do this. Uh-oh. That might not have been the right cut. If I can get the majority of this off of here, though. So fighting with it. That'll help. All right. There we go. There we go. And I can take this. I'm going to try. Let's see if I go right there. And this will go right there. I can fold the corner around, maybe. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so now I can cut that off now. I can cut this off. Oh, this corner is not going to work out the way I wanted it to. That corner is going to kind of look like shit. Oh well. There we go. There it is. Stick. Stick right there. Whoa. Whoops. I went to cut the corner, I cut the finger. Okay. So, how am I going to make that little wrap on that corner look good? I'm really not, because it's a three-way corner. So this one, that needs to come to there. That needs to come to there. So let me cut this excess off, because I know my height. Uh-oh. Okay, now I'm good. Okay, so I can wrap that there. Cut it straight down this. That little piece comes out. Wrap this one right here. Again, another straight cut right there. And there we go. Oh, see, this corner doesn't want to stick. The glue on this end right here does not want to stick. I may have to go find some other glue to get the sticky back on here to sticky back. That's that bulk in this corner is what it is. I'm either going to make this work or I'm going to fuck myself on this corner right here. I think I might have just screwed myself on this corner. Yeah, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to cut this out of there. This little section doesn't want to stick properly. Cut that out. I will cut this section out and just piecemeal in that corner. That corner is not really square anyway. It's kind of like funky shaped. So I'll take a little piece and just piecemeal that in. Not that piece because my fingerprint's on it now and it'll affect the sticky. So I use this piece. Nobody's ever going to see this anyway because this is a corner that's down inside the rails when I close the box anyway. And like I said, I'm not going for perfect function. I mean, I'd like it to be perfect, but this is me we're talking about. I'm not going to get it perfect. Now, if I'd been doing this for a living for years and years and years, then yeah, I'd be able to get it perfect. But stuck to there. There we go. Now it's stuck, so we know the glue's going to hold. I'll just trim it. And be golden. Trim that right there. Trim that piece off. Trim this piece off. All right, come on. There we go. That's not perfect, but it's functional. And that's really all I'm going for is functional. I'd like it to be perfect, but I don't do this for a living, so I can't tell you that I'm going to do it perfect. But there we go, guys. There we go. There's the deck lid. Hey, she done. I think it looks all right. You know, for done it before. It's a little dirty. My seam's visible, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. My one corner, which corner? This corner right here is kind of jacked up. But that corner, you won't even see on the boat. So you'll never even notice. I know what I did wrong is, well, it's the fact that this is not a squared corner. It's like a three-way corner. So I had an issue with the other one doing the same thing, but hey, it looks better, right? Looks way better, right? I think. So now that that's on there, which is my hinge side, is this end, okay? So I'll take my drill bit here. I'm not even gonna hook it into the drill. I'm just gonna push through my hand and mark my holes. And then I can lay my hinge on there and bolt it all together. I just need to poke a hole so I know where the screws go, and then we'll be golden. All right, 2 holes to go, and then I can put the hinges on. I should have looked at the other side and made sure I can see the holes, but I think I can. It'll be obvious where they're at, you know. So get all that shit out of my way. There's my hinges. There's my bolts for my hinges. All right, moment of truth. Can I see the holes? Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect. Okay. All right, guys, what do you think? So I missed a bunch of chat while I was out. Let me get caught up here with chat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get some better adhesive for those corners. But for now, they'll work. They'll work. The fuck is that? Oh, it's a sprinkler. I forgot I had the sprinkler on over there. I was like, what the hell is that noise? The sprinkler's over there blowing bubbles on itself. Yeah, I'll get some good adhesive and pop that in there. But that corner is not an actual corner. It's like a, I don't know, weird angle. It's not a 90 and it's not a 22 or a 45 or anything like that. It's like a, I don't know what you call that shape. Not square. Dude, Rod, you guys stick to the computers? No, Rod's fucking got some skills when it comes to other shit as well, guys. Yeah, super glue is meant for like paper and shit. But, all right, so to hole this side out, connect to box. To hole this side out, connect to box. Which was fucking up and down though. Face in. Connect the box, obviously. Hinge faces away from lid, obviously. Oh, so, okay. So it's like that. Connects the hole, face out. Okay. Now I just got to make sure which hinge goes in which holes. This one goes here. I just had my screw. Where'd I put it? There it is. Bottom corner. Bottom connects to the box. Okay. So that like this. I want to make sure the hinges are on the right way because if they're not, then they're a pain in the ass to freaking with. Get through there. It's through the foam. We just got to go through all the old shit. Might as well use the right tool for the job, right? All right. We're getting somewhere. We are making progress, guys. Probably put the ratchet in the right direction too. All right, that might be too tight for. No, it's fine. And see the hinges will help it stay where it's got to be as well. Oh, you out of here? Oh, it's me. Wait, who's out of here? Man, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so bad at keeping up with chat, especially when I get into doing something like this. Okay, if I can get this one in the hole, then I can not have to worry about lining the others up because the ends will be lined up and they're straight, so everything will be lined up. All right. Beautiful. Yeah, Jesse had to go into the city today, huh? Okay. Okay, that screw is stripped to shit, so it's coming out of there. I find so many stripped screws and stuff on this boat the more I work on it. Like the guy that owned it before me just was a monkey that didn't know what the hell he was doing. Fucking stripped out screws and all kinds of shit. Fucked up wiring. He had the plug. I don't know if he like didn't know what the fuck he was doing or what, but he had the plug full of I don't even know what kind of material. It was like fucking Ready Patch or some shit in the plug hole on the boat. Like, who does that? I'm thinking that, like, he got out somewhere and the plug was all old and worn out, so he used, like, fucking stucco patch to fill the hole for the plug. All right, let me put this last screw on this one, and then let me come over and catch up with chat. All right, one hinge is on, so let me catch up with chat. I am so far behind. So far behind. Oh, get Dorothy leave. Take it easy, Dorothy. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. All right. Melting styrofoam and acetone. Yeah, it's gnarly. All right. It's 1:45 a.m. Holy shit. Blew the fish whistle 7 times? Oh, yeah. All right. People fucking everywhere. I hate that shit. I hate people, like, in the stores and shit. I hate that shit. All right, so far, for the most part, man, this thing turned out okay. For an old fat white dude that doesn't know what he's doing with this shit, it turned out all right. Yeah, this will be the right way because this. Yeah, okay, good. I'm good. I marked the living hell out of everything to know where it's got to go. Hey, yeah, absolutely. If you like what you see, hit the like and subscribe. Thanks, Nightbot. Like we didn't already know that, but you know, we knew that. Nightbot's cool though. Nightbot's a cool little thing to have on your channel. The way it works out, especially like the way Rod's got mine set up pretty stellar. Because I gave Rod, God powers to my Nightbot so that he could go in and make it work the way it should. And it works great for me. It does everything I wanted it to do. His is like way more elaborate and more badass. But he's got a lot more people watching his stream that Nightbot's a lot more helpful for. One of these days, I'll have Nightbot set up to where, well, I'll need to have Nightbot set up. Let me refresh it, say it that way. One of these days, I'll be fucking cool enough to need Nightbot on the extreme level that Rod has it. Oh, fish whistle. Yeah, let me clean up some of my trash. Oh, at least the paper that's going to fly away, The rest I for tomorrow. And then let me find the old fish whistle over here. Oh, my fish whistle's all dirty. Whistle was dirty. All right, I think Rod might have took off. I don't see him anywhere in chat in the last little bit. But whether Rod's here or Rod's not here, man, fucking huge shout out to Rod for all the help he gave me with the Nightbot, man. I couldn't have got it all set up without him. greatly appreciate your help, sir. If there's anything I can do to repay the favor, I know he won't accept money from anybody, so if there's anything I could repay the favor, let me know. All right, guys and girls. Guys, girls, and Swampfoot. Cheers. I think Mrs. SoCal's at work and she got this on, so I'm gonna kind of duck over here a minute, but fish whistle engaged. Whew. Wow. Oh, wow. That was like getting kicked in the lungs by a donkey. Absolutely, Rod. I know I'm the same way, brother, and I always willing to help out a friend. And like I said, man, if there's anything I can ever do to help you out and, return the favor, don't hesitate to ask. Short of like me driving to Montana to, change your flat tire for you, because AAA would be quicker on that. But, you know what I'm saying. That is some of that. Oh, God, it's still hitting back. Good grief. That's not only the Cali goodness, that's the SoCal special goodness. This right here, what I have left in this jar, which is not very much. I'll show you guys real quick. What's that little bit that's left in that jar? The bottom of that jar right there is the last of this that's on the planet. There's only 5 or 6 that have ever smoked that particular creation. That was one that I came up with, and when we moved, or right before we moved, I lost the mother, so I can't even clone it and make it again. Now I can make more of it. It just won't be that same exact freaking cultivar. That was the keeper from my Mendo, and my Mendo Loco was Locomotion crossed to Mendo Breath. And it's kind of funny because I had crossed the Mendo. I brought the Locomotion in because I had a Mendo Breath that was how do I explain her? She was a one of a kind. Mendo Breath has a little bit of that purple in it. She had more purple than anything else in her. And Mrs. SoCal used to get mad at me because she stunk up the entire neighborhood. And you could smell her down the road when she was in flower. But she was not a huge producer. So I decided that the flavor profile of her mixed with the flavor profile from the Locomotion, which is just freaking phenomenal. I can't even describe it. It's like a blueberry fucking diesel. Just amazing flavor profile on that one. The Locomotion is known to be a massive plant and a massive producer. So I decided to cross the male Mendo Loco, or the male Locomotion, with the female Mendo Breath to make the Mendo Loco, with the intent of adding a little bit of size to her. And my God, did it ever freaking add some size to her. My buddy Dan put one in his grow and kind of put her in the corner, because I told him, I said, before he grew it, I said, Dan, it gets big. And he put it in the corner in his room, and it overtook the entire room. And outside, it grows Louisville sluggers off of the branches. So it was a massive beast of a plant, but I've lost it. I have a couple more seeds that I could basically get a male and a female out of the few seeds I have left, hopefully male, because she was a very heavy female producer when it came to the seed. She had like 85, 90% female coming out of the seeds. So hopefully I find a male and a female and remake more seeds of that one. But we'll see what happens. That'll all come in time. I got other projects I need to finish first, like this goddamn boat. So we still got 6 of you guys hanging out. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We're done with I got to put the hinge on. But that's it. Once this hinge is on, this thing's ready to go. So maybe I should put this last hinge on real quick. And so I'm so glad I marked the way I did. So this side out, and then connects to the box, faces out, to the hole. So I know that when I put it in, how the hinge is supposed to be, because it's easy to put the hinge upside down and then have to take it off and put it back together. Anthony, cheers, welcome in. We just finished up the last deck lid for the bow of the boat. So all I got to do is put that and put her on, but oh, it's all dirty already. But there she is. There's the deck lid. So that'll look really good laying on there like that. The one little goofy up, screwed up corner is in the far back corner of this box anyway. So even when you open it, you're not going to see that. So I'm happy with how she came out for what it is, It's first time I've ever worked with this stuff, and the patterns don't line up exact. So it is what it is on that, but it worked. The patterns don't line up because of the way they cut the sheets. So no matter what I do to it, the patterns aren't going to line up the way I need them to. All right. I have not. I don't know if Anthony uses one or not. I know a few people that do, that fucking swear by them. They absolutely love them. I know Eagle absolutely is in love with his. Seth, I think, is actually buying more. So everybody that I know that's used the Meyer now is it. All right. Get through there. Get through there. There we go. All right. Yeah, everybody I know that's used it loves it. Oh, you have one, Josie? Oh, okay. Well, fuck. Then. You know what you're talking about. Yeah, everybody I know that uses it loves it. And I know Eagle fucking packs this to the fuckles. All right. Two more screws, ladies and gentlemen, and this freaking deck lid is ready to go back on the boat. One more screw, ladies and gentlemen, and this deck lid's for going back on the boat. I gotta go buy some new screws. Like I keep saying, the guy that I bought this thing from didn't know shit about shit. And it's like everything he touched, he fucked up. Like, who puts freaking like stucco patch or whatever the fuck it was in the fucking drain plug on the boat? Like, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. But, like, who does that? Oh, this screw's good. I'll put one more in. Shit, I should have done it like I did the others, but I still can. I still can. I'll just take one out and... All right. There she is. She done. She is done. You can see the seam, but there's no way you're not going to see the seam because of the way the patterning on this thing lies naturally in the different sheets. But dang it, there she be. That's how she's going to look on the boat. Should we go out real quick and oh, everybody left. Should we go out real quick and fire and see how it's going to... You guys want to see what this thing's going to look like done? Let's see. 5 to 7 days. That's from so Josie, you're going 5 to 7 days from like trim to jar with the... That ain't bad at all. That ain't bad at all. I got to do the old freaking... I don't have that one thing, so I got to do it old school and, you know, hang it. All right. Let's go look and see what it looks like. What do you guys think? Let's go see how she looks. Let me grab the cup. Whisker Biscuit, what's happening? All right, let me get the camera out of here. We just finished the deck lid, so we're gonna go put it on there real quick and see how it looks. That'll give me an idea what the whole bow is gonna look like when it's done. I'm just gonna go set it on there and see how it looks. All right. The bow of the boat's a fucking disaster right now because I've been working on everything. All right. Let's set the phone down for a quick second. I put this thing on. Oh, I gotta clean all that shit out of there anyway, so. All right, now that that's on, that tells me what I gotta do for this center section. It's gonna be too thick, so I just gotta do the top. Okay. All right. All right, guys, give me 2 seconds here. I know the view right now is shitty, but give me 2 seconds here to get all the old carpet out of the way that's still sitting up here. I'll go throw it away. I'll kind of blow this off a little bit so you guys can see what we're going to be looking like. Give me just 1 second. All right. It's all dirty up there, but got to make it dirty before I can make it clean, right? So there we go. Let me just... Oh God, that was a bad idea. Well, you guys will be able to get the idea. Let me, I don't have anything to friggin' dust that off with. 2 seconds, guys, 2 seconds. Oh, my truck battery's dead again because my fucking dash cam's plugged in. Son of a bitch. All right, I can use this to dust all that off. All right. I'm just trying to dust off some of the dirt on the thing here real quick, and I'll let you guys see what this whole thing's looking like once I do that. I'm not going to be able to get it all, but I'll get some. I need somewhere for all these fucking screws. For right now, they're just going right here. All the screws and all the bolts for the other deck. I had to drill out. I did drill 2 of them out because the monkey I bought the boat from stripped them. All right. Let me see. Let me kind of brush this off to one side, I guess. Give me 2 seconds, guys, and we'll get back to the. We'll do the reveal of the bow. I do have one little section left still, but I couldn't do that little section until these were done because I didn't know how the foam was going to end up laying out and fitting if I had to go over the top or if I could wrap it or what, but okay. It's kind of dirty. I need to get up there and clean it all off. I'll get the blower out tomorrow and do it. But are you guys ready to see what this thing's going to look like, even though it's super dirty? And I just made dirt go all over the place. Here we go. Let me get up here where we can actually see it. How's that? It's going to look good, huh? I got this one little section where you can see the plate for the pedestal seat. I wasn't sure until I put the deck lids in where this gap was going to end up. This one does not have the hinge. You see how this is a big old gap? But this one's got the hinge on it. The hinge isn't screwed in, but it's there. That gap's way smaller. So I'm not going to be able to do a full wrap on this one. I'm going to have to basically just float it over the top and cut it square with the thing. So, but like that corner that's all screwed up, you can't even see it. It's that back corner there. You can't even, you don't even see it. So I'm okay with it. But yeah, I think that's gonna look sharp when it's all done, because it'll all blend. And then the steps. So here, we can kind of show you what it's gonna look like when it's all done. I got a piece sort of cut for it. It's all crinkled up, but give me a second. I'm gonna set the phone down a quick second. See if I can do this. Come on, this side needs to roll down. There we go. It's all folded up. You got all warped to like where it was sitting. All right, give me a second and I'll show you guys what it's gonna look like when she's done. I mean, this piece is not gonna, oh, that piece actually is cut right. But there we go. That'll be the bow. Other than the corner popping up, that's not glued down yet, but that's how she's gonna look. I think it looks good. I like it. I like it. So what I'll do tomorrow is I'll get out here with the shop vac all the freaking, I mean, you can see all the dirt and shit that came out of the carpet. I'll shop vac everything out of here, get it all clean, get that spot down in the middle. And then the steps, the black and blue is the step. I have another color that I'm going to use to redo the steps with. That way the steps like stick out and they're super visible. So I'll probably take the top of the step here, this piece, and I'll make it this. So this whole section is, you know, the whole bow is the same, right? It'll be uniform all the way through, right up to the freaking windshield. And then the step, like that part going up right there, and then the other step, I'll do a color that stands out. I have like 10 different colors of this stuff, so I'll get something that stands out. But I think, you know, once I get this all done and in there, it's gonna look fucking great. Problem is, the bow is pretty much done, right? Except for the two pieces. I got such a mess in here now. I got to do all of this. You can see down under here where it's like the carpet just like peeled out. I got to do all of this under there, the whole floor in here. You can't see it, but, well, you kind of can. Is that a backpack? Oh, it's my bait bag. I didn't even see it until I was on the phone, but you see like the hinge and the stuff right there for the center box that goes all the way up to the steps. And then I got all the stuff back here on stern that I still got to do, which I'm not even gonna freaking pull that up, but this basically goes from here, right here, all the way back to right here's the end. So there's so right here, all the way down, all the way across. I've got like 6, 7 boxes, 8 boxes in there I got to do. But I'm gonna do this all the way through, bow and stern, and this in the cabin there too. So it'll look bitchin' when it's done. It's gonna look really good when it's done. I should actually lay something heavy on this to get it straightened back out. Oh no, that piece I'm not gonna use. I'm gonna recut it because it's a little bit off. So I gotta recut that one. But yeah, that's how she's gonna look all the way through. I can't wait to be out on the water and get it too. I need to get out and fish. I don't like how the separate sheets don't match up correctly. But nobody's gonna really notice that except me. You know, I'll be the only one that notices that. So once it's all in there, it's gonna flow anyway. So, but like right here, you can see how it's all weird. Diamonds didn't flow quite right, but I can actually take that out. I can take, because there's the seam right here, I can pull this section out and use another piece and just cut it to where it fits better. But it'll work because I do need to take that section out and redo it. Yes, I do. But yeah, it looks good, right? I think it looks good. So, and when it's all uniform all the way through, that and then the stern are looking the same, it'll look really good. It'll look really good. I'll be happy with it. Especially for the price I paid for this stuff. Price of $3.99. So, well, I paid sales tax. No, I fish. It doesn't get too cold here at all. I fish bass 12 months a year. Yeah, I'll be able to bass fish 12 months a year. Next thing I need to do after this is I need to come out here with the buffer and clean her up. She's dirty. Look at that shit. She's dirty. I haven't had the cover on her, and she got dirty. Plus, you know, came from Arizona, so I mean, shit. I still got the fucking Arizona plates on the trailer, but the guy just left it uncovered in Arizona, and that's why I have to redo all the carpeting and stuff on here because he let it go shit. So this is actually going to slide up a little bit. So this gap won't be, that's not that bad really. This will connect. That'll be all the way connected up there. And this piece actually fits diamonds. So you won't be able to see that seam if I use this piece. But I can take another, I can use this as a measurement. But that seam will disappear with the diamonds right there once I get it all laid out where it has to be. And then, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this top and this stuff, so it's all uniform up here. The whole deck will look the same, and then the rest of it, I don't know. So you guys, okay? There's what, 5 of you guys in here still. So this color scheme, right? The blue on the black and gray. I have some other colors that I'm going to use for the stairs. So let's go see what we got and see what you guys think will look the best as well. Because I want it to stand out and you know, be visible when you're walking. Because you know, you guys know how it is on a boat. You know, if the boat's moving around or whatever, it's hard to walk. But I want it to be extremely visible that there's stairs there. You know, I want them to stand out. So let me flip the patio light on. So I've got one color laying right here. If I can get it to unfold. So I got this one. So it's kind of like a black and white and gray camo pattern. Different diamond pattern in it. But I don't know. I don't think that'll look too bad up against the black and gray, because there is black and gray in it, so it kind of matches, but it's different, so it'll stand out. Or if we go in the shed here, into my mess of a shed, we got my baby, my freaking pride and joy right there. And then I have the other colors I have are, I'm not going to unroll them until I use them, a black and red. So there's the black and red, which would stick out huge against all of that. Then I got a straight black. I got a straight blue. The straight up blue. And then another straight black. I got a blue-green camo. Let's see if I can get a shot down the tube and kind of... So the blue-green camo, right? And then I got a different camo, like a yellow, tan, ugly camo. And then another blue camo. Okay. And then a solid gray. Just straight up gray. And somewhere else, I have another... Oh, that's the black and red. Have another one. I think it's in the house. Oh, no, it's right here. Oh, so this is that camo blue. Okay. That's the camo blue one. But somewhere in the house, I have like teak. It looks like teak. And then this is what's on the steps right now. All right. What's my dog rattling his freaking brain about? God, I want to get on here so bad. I want to do video from. I want the videos that I do from the bike to be for you guys. I want this to be your point of view, you know, right there, because this is my point of view from the bike. When I'm doing live videos, I'm gonna do a live video from the bike. I guarantee it. Once we get the Starlink, I set my rack up here from my other bike, my little luggage rack grocery cart thing, and I'll be able to actually put the Starlink on this thing and have the Starlink on the back of the bike. But that'll be the view that you guys are seeing when I'm live on the bike. It'll be like you're on the bike. So I don't know where that teak one went. But yeah, what do you guys think? Which one should I do for the steps to make it really stand out? I hate the color red, but I think the black and red would stand out the most. What do y'all think? But then I think this one, let me go over here in the light. That I don't think would look too bad, right? It's a way different pattern. It's busy as shit, so it's going to catch your eye. And it's still got the blacks and the grays in there. So it'll still match, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Put the camera back in the holder here. All right, I've been rambling on and not paying attention to chat. I suck at paying attention to chat. God damn it. I went to scroll chat and I scrolled my stream. $100. Oh, in the mountains. Okay. So, God damn. I missed way too much. There's no way I'll ever be able to catch up. Domino's. Somebody's eating Domino's. American pizza looks way better than New Zealand pizza. I don't know, man. Depends on where you go. Whisker Biscuit said looks good. Ready for the lake. Almost. Oh shit, that's all I was outside. Holy fuck, I'm that far back, you guys. Let me just scroll to the bottom. I know I missed a shitload of your comments. I'm sorry. All right. So, I gotta get used to the fruit phone. Fire truck sliding down the road in the ice in Missouri. Oh shit. See, we get snow and shit like that out here, but not a lot. Not a lot. I think the most we've ever got is like 2 feet. So, all right. Well, shit. How long have I been live here? Fucking 233 minutes again. So, this is my second live that's gone long today. But it's all good. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'll give it a couple more minutes. I'll have a smoke and a drink, and I'm going to call it. I need to go inside and do a bunch of shit that I told Mrs. SoCal I was going to do. But Travis and Cindy are fishing, and I'm not sure who else. I don't know if Arizona's out fishing or not, but I've been hogging up the YouTube for a while, so I'll call it and go let those guys get, my 4 viewers. But I gotta eat. I haven't eaten breakfast yet either, so it's 6 o'clock at night, and I've been up since a little after 4 in the morning, and I haven't eaten. So I gotta go in and make some food. But how funny is that? I say that Mrs. SoCal comes in. Reminder to eat. Cindy and Fat Cat. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if Arizona's out tonight or not. I know Rod's not. I'm not. I should be, but I'm not. So, Anyway, guys, appreciate it. We got a couple new members today. Appreciate you guys greatly. Got a couple super chats. Greatly appreciate you guys for that. We only hit 32 likes on the stream again, but whatever. That's what it is. So, CMJ. Oh, okay. Not sure if he's still on. Yeah, he's probably. He might be like right at the end. Right at the end. But guys, my plan tomorrow. I didn't go to the deer woods today because I freaking woke up and my head was pounding like a goddamn drum inside. So I will be going to the deer woods tomorrow morning, and if I can get service, I'll be live swinging from a tree in the tree saddle trying to kill Bambi, or well, I got to kill Bambi's dad this part of the year. But if it happens, it happens. If not, I'll be live tomorrow at some point again. We're gonna grind until we get all the way to the 4,000 hours. So thanks for being here, guys. Huge shout out to all the new members and all the people that hit the super chat. Greatly appreciated. We'll see you on another stream tonight somewhere, and we'll see you back here on this channel tomorrow. Peace, guys.